Good morning, students. Today we'll discuss about the type of operating system. In the last class, we have discussed about the functions of operating system, and today we'll discuss the different kind of operating system. Now, in case of the type of operating system, basically the operating systems are of two types. One is the single user and another is a multi-user operating system. Single user operating system and the multi-user operating system. So, as the name says, single user, that means a single person or a single computer has the operating system. Whereas in case of a multi-user operating system, the same operating system can be used by multiple users or more than one user. So, in fact, in a network system, what do you mean by a network system? When more than one computers are connected together. Later on we'll learn about network and how can we establish network. But now just understand that in a network system, more than one computers are connected together. Now, suppose in this diagram we have four computers, those are connected with each other. Now, this kind of connectivity or this kind of setup is known as a computer network. In this case, sometime what happen, another powerful computer which is known as a server is used to control all these computers. Now, the operating system which is stored in this particular kind of server is known as a multi-user operating system, whereas for a single computer the operating system is known as a single user operating system. Any computer, wherever you are using computer in your laptop or any kind of desktop computer, in such kind of computer, whatever be the operating system is used, that kind of operating system is known as a single user operating system. Now, so in this category, the first one is the single user and single tasking. Single user, single tasking operating system. So single user, single tasking operating system means first upon the single user, that means one standalone computer is using the operating system. The computer is not connected to any kind of network. And second thing is the single tasking. Tasking or task in the sense only one work or only one task or only one program can be executed at any instance of time. That is known as single tasking. That means single task can be executed at any point of time. So this type of operating system is known as a single user, single tasking operating system. Now, it was a very older operating system. Nowadays, we have very rarely use this single user, single tasking operating system. Now, in previous days, we were using MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System, or MS-DOS is an example of single user and single tasking operating system. Now, come to the multi-user operating system. As I told you, in case of multi-user operating system, in a network system, the operating system is stored in the operating system is installed in the server and it is used by all other computers. Suppose this is computer 1, computer 2, computer 3 and computer 4. All these four computers are using the same operating system which is installed in the server. This kind of operating system is known as a multi-user operating system, where then more than one user. Now, each computer has an operator or user. Each of these users are using the same operating system which is installed in the server. This kind of operating system is known as a multi-user operating system. The third kind of, in case of multi-user operating system, we have different with operating system like Unix, Linux, or Windows NT also multi-user operating system. Now come to multi-processing operating system. Now multi-user and multi-processing is different. In case of multi-processing, more than one processor are used to solve a single task or many tasks simultaneously. That means nowadays whatever our computer are using, in such kind of computers, a single CPU or a single processor has multiple processing capacity, and multiple processors are there in a single CPU, and such kind of processing is known as a parallel processing. That means parallelly either one task is executed by different processors or multiple processors, or multiple tasks can be executed in multiple processor. That means suppose एक कोई भी task हो, that task is divided into parts, different parts, and each part, एक एक पार्ट जो है वो एक एक प्रोसेसर एग्जीक्यूट करता है, या फिर साइमल्टेनियसली बहुत सारे टास्क जो होते हैं, बहुत सारे टास्क जो है वो डिफरेंट प्रोसेसर से एग्जीक्यूट करता है. So that in this case what happen, the power or the efficiency of the system is increased, or we get a very good efficiency in this case of in a multi-processing operating system. Now the third one is a time sharing operating system. In this case, in the time sharing operating system, it is also multitasking. That means more than one task can be executed. This is also multitasking. The multiprocessing also multitasking, because as I told you, more than one task can be executed simultaneously with different processor. Now here what happened, in case of time sharing operating system, a single processor is used to share the time of itself with different tasks. Okay, so previous classes I told you about the round robin algorithm or the round robin scheduling. In case of that round robin scheduling, what happened, ki each of the tasks is given a particular time period which is known as time slice, and repeatedly it will be executed after one instruction, the second instruction, the third instruction. The same concept has been used in a time sharing operating system where the different tasks are assigned to different set of times. That means the first second, suppose task 1, the second task 2, the third second task 3. Again it will for task 1, then task 2, then task 3. So in this case, a CPU will assign to a particular task until the time slice will over, or until the task execution will be over. That means जब तक उसका जो स्पेसिफिक टाइम पीरियड दिया गया है, सपोज 2 सेकंड, 3 सेकंड, 4 सेकंड जितना भी हो, जब तक वो टाइम कंप्लीट हो जाता है तब तक एक टास्क एग्जीक्यूट करता है एग्जीक्यूशन. जब टाइम खत्म हो जाता है, then another task will use the same processor. But और कब तक एग्जीक्यूट करेगा, सपोज वन टास्क इज कंप्लीट एग्जीक्यूशन, उसका पूरा एग्जीक्यूशन जो है वो कंप्लीट हो जाता है विद इन दैट स्पेसिफिक पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, तो तब तक वो टास्क प्रोसेसर को यूज करता है. आफ्टर दैट द प्रोसेसर विल बी असाइन्ड टू अनदर टास्क. सो this kind of operating system is known as a time sharing operating system. The fifth kind of operating system is a real time operating system. Now in case of a real time operating system, this is a different kind of operating system. It is specifically used for the robotics या फिर robots. This kind of operating system is used for robotics or for operating the robots. Here what happened, a specific deadline is there to execute or to complete the execution of the task. Whatever be the command or whatever be the program or task, that need to be executed within a specific period, which is known as the deadline. Okay, because here along with the logical work, along with the logical task, some physical task is also executed. As you know, the robot, you might have listened about the robot Osimo. ओके वो चलता फिरता रहता है, काम करता रहता है. तो चलना फिरना काम करना, सपोज यू वांट टू पिक अप द ग्लास ऑफ वाटर, या फिर सपोज you want to throw a ball, then this kind of activities are known as physical activities. So along with the logical calculations or logical processing, whatever be that, in this particular kind of operating system, some physical work are also done, so that the time period or the deadline is the most part for this operating system, and the operating system must have to follow that deadline. But it is not possible in case of physical work, it is not possible to complete within a specific period of time. So what happens, sometime the task or the process, whatever be the process or task, that cross the deadline, वो जो deadline को वो कभी कभी क्रॉस कर लेता है, and this particular kind of situation is known as a overrun. This particular kind of situation is known as overrun situation. Now, for a real-time operating system, the lesser the overrun, the greater the result, or the higher we have the efficiency. जितना कम overrun होगा, उतना ज़्यादा efficient कहलाएगा such kind of operating system. Okay, so the next thing is a distributed operating system. Again, the distributed operating system is used for a network purpose or for a computer network setup. Now, distributed, here the distribution or distributed is done for the data. The data is distributedly stored or distributedly collected from the by the operating system of the server. That means in a network system, the data are stored, can be stored in any of these computer. किसी भी कंप्यूटर में डाटा स्टोर हो सकता है. Clear? So the data is stored or the data is distributed to different other computers, and when we are storing the data, we are distributing the data between the computer, and when we are reading the data, when we are getting the information or getting the data, then also we are getting in some distributed area or some distributed computers. The operating system which is used to collect the data from distributed computers or to store the data or to distribute the data into different kind of computer, different computers in a network, such operating system is known as a distributed operating system. Now, the next thing is a interactive operating system. So in fact, the interactive operating system is not a main category of operating system, but still it's a type of operating system in which we have a graphical user interface, GUI, or a graphical user interface of the operating system. Whatever you are using Windows nowadays, whether it is Windows 7, 8 or 10 or any kind of Windows version we are using, so these are graphical user interface. In graphical user interface का मतलब ये होता है कि पर यूज फॉर कमांडिंग और पर interfacing with the computer, we are using some images or some kind of pictures, images, command buttons, etc. This kind of thing is known as graphical user interface. Okay, so this whatever you are nowadays, whatever you are operating system using in Windows, such kind of operating system is known as a graphical user operating system. Clear? So these are the functions, these are the types of operating system. In the last class we learned about the function of operating system. Okay, so in case of this type of operating system, what is the main task of a operating system? If you are installing any kind of operating system in case of a computer, So it has some common application. Some common application like a media player must be there, a text editor must be there, a image viewer must be there. This kind of thing is known as a commonly installed or default application of a operating system. The operating system is also there in your mobile phone. Whatever you are using, Android mobile phone, the Android is nothing than a operating system. Now any kind of operating system, any mobile phone, you have some pre-installed application like Bluetooth, media player, or for Wi-Fi setting or GPS. These are predefined. You are not need to install it over on your operating system. So this kind of applications which are inbuilt with the operating system. Operating system के साथ ही रहता है ये आपका your application जो है वो operating system के साथ ही रहता है. Now some of the commonly used operating systems are for computers or laptops. The most commonly operating system is Windows. Nowadays, everywhere we are using the most commonly used operating system, Windows. So we have the different version of Windows, that may be Windows XP or Windows 7 or 8 or 10 or NT. These are the different version of Windows. But Windows, the first version of Windows was developed in 1985 and the version name is Windows 1.0. 1.0 is the first version. After that different Windows are there, but nowadays we are using either 7, 8, 10 or NT nowadays. Now except this, we are using Unix, somewhere we are using Linux, somewhere we are using BOSS. BOSS. This is the only operating system which is developed in India, and the name itself Bharat Operating System Solution. This is the only operating system which is developed and marketed at India, and this is nothing than the Indian version of Linux. This is the Indian version of Linux. Whatever with the Linux, the operating system which was developed by Sun Microsystem USA, the version, the Linux का जो Indian version है, that is known as the BOSS operating system. Now after that Linux का एक और भी operating system है which is known as Solaris. Solaris also an operating system of Linux. It was developed in 1992 by same Sun Microsystem. The Unix, Linux, Solaris are of Sun Microsystem. These are of Microsoft, and this is the Indian operating system. Now these are some commonly used operating system for your laptops or computers, and for your phone you must know about the operating system. The most common operating system is Android. There are different versions of Android. Then Symbian also. The Symbian was used in Nokia phone, and iPhone or Apple tablet etc. They are using their own operating system which is known as iOS. Okay. To think these are all about the operating system. First we learn what is operating system. The second concept we learn the function of operating system. Now we have the different types of operating system. Okay, so these are the operating system. In the next class we will learn about the language processor, that is the another system software. Thank you and have a nice day.